intolerable temperatures reaching as low as a deathly negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures that will generate frostbite in mere seconds. These are the types of conditions that the Inuit people call normal. The frosted white horizon, screaming winds coasting over their naturally made homes. What you Loudoun County teenagers may think is insane and abnormal. This is a small culture of just over 100,000 people in the world called the Inuits. The Inuktitut-speaking Inuit culture are the aboriginal and extremely traditional inhabitants of the North American Arctic, from the Bering Strait in northwest Alaska to eastern Greenland, a distance of over 4,000 miles, as well as Arctic Canada. Inuit also live in northern Alaska and Greenland, and have close relatives in Russia known as the Yupik, who are also known as the Eskimo people. The culture came about around the year 1000 CE, descending from the Thule culture in northern Alaska. The Inuits first settled near seacoast tundra to thrive from the sanctuary of sea creatures that they could eat, including seals, walruses, and whales. In these settlements, the Inuit people commonly sheltered in houses made of driftwood and sod. However, throughout time, the Inuit culture has spread all over the world by trekking out and claiming territories that were previously ruled by people such as the Vikings. In this small society, you may wonder how different the Inuits and you Ashburntines really are. Ever since their founding in 1000 CE, the Inuit people demonstrate and exercise their deep traditions and values in their nearly obsolete environment. Differing from the more common religions of the world, Inuit people are animists, defined as all living and non-living things have a spirit, including people, animals, inanimate objects, and forces of nature. When a spirit dies, it continues living in a different world, the spirit world.
They felt no urge to meld these ideas of spirits and materiality into a consistent picture. People correctly associated their own movement with their will, and they believed that all movement was the product of will. They saw insects as moving by will. They assumed that plants grew because of a will within. They saw the sun, moon, and stars as closer than they really were, and as moving by will. For Stone Age people, will was spirit, and they saw the world as filled with many spirits, or to use another word, gods. They saw gods within everything that moved. There was a god within the wind and another god within the rivers. A god in the ocean made the waters rush to the beach and then retreat.
Traditional storytelling mythology, such as worshipping their moon god Anakin and dancing, remain important parts of their culture. Also, having strong family and community bonds are very important of the Inuit culture. Lastly, it is important to recognize the difference between our American capitalist society and the traditional society and economy of the Inuits. Although the Inuits' tradition may be the quintessential difference from them in the outside world, their style of living, choice of transportation, food, and clothing, in my mind, are what truly defines who they are and their image. The Inuits live in a very barren and minimalistic society. These people will ride on sleds pulled by dogs for days on end due to their lack of natural resources. In fact, the sleds themselves are commonly made of animal bones and skin. Making up for the lack of resources, it is what makes me appreciate the demeanor and work ethic of these people. Here in America, most of us will eat by using the abundance of food resources that we have at our disposal. However, the true disparity between the two cultures lies in effort. Us Americans are lazy. We go out to restaurants and have food made for us, where we will snack on random things in our pantry. The Inuits are the complete opposite. They will have to fish for every bit of food in their diet. They fish for animals including whales, walruses, seals, and other native fish. Comfort is something we all seek. However, what the Inuits seek as their comfort may seem as barbaric or uncomfortable to you Ashburntines. Instead of a warm house in Brambleton, the Inuit lived in ice-enclosed igloos, As you are probably familiar with them, igloos are homes made of blocks of ice that keep people like the Inuits sheltered from inclement weather. As we Ashburn teens would probably just go to the mall or shop online to get our clothes, the Inuit people have to get their clothing straight from the source, hunting down animals such as the caribou or yak, making clothing like parkas from these animal hides. All in all, appreciating the differences in all the world's cultures is the key to understanding and respecting all those around you.